Good day, everyone. I am Mandy Pinto Jr., a third-year student from Block 5. And for this video, I will be going to tackle the juvenile delinquency in focus of child in conflict with the law. First thing first, I would like to explain the meaning of delinquency. It is an act of committing a crime in a very young age, and some children who tends to do these such things are the one who have a broken family, lack of communication to their parents, lack of social and moral training, a street child, victim of abuse, and many more. The webinar was conducted to discuss the rights of the child, and it ensures that children have right when it comes to the law passed by Congress when it comes to crimes. One of these is the right of a child to have an automatic suspension of sentence. These children also have the right to be bailed by their parents or guardians if they commit a crime. The webinar also tackled the Republic Act 9344, or also known as Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act of 2006. It includes here that when a child is being arrested, they should be arrested by hand and should not be used violence from policemen. This law was made because of the incident of arresting minors then, one of which is what happened to young Rosie from Cebu, who at age of 5. She was arrested on a vagrancy case and imprisoned in cell with the adults imprisoned here. This is just a sample on how many instances happened before this Republic Act 9344. Protocols in handling child in conflict with the law. Under the Republic Act 9344, it also knows that when the CICL is turned over to the DSW social worker, they will investigate the child in part of intervention, which is the child is 15 years old or below, and the determination of discernment, which where the child is above 15 but below 18. The investigation of the child must be in the presence of his lawyer, parents, or guardians, and a social worker. And when the investigation begins, the one who will conduct the interview, which is WCPD officer or a well-trained investigator of children's cases, should become, and they could introduce themselves as brother or sister, and should explain the purpose of the interview, and the conversation should be gentle so as not to frighten the children. When the event, the child must be placed in custody. The officer, the officer who will take the child must identify himself and read the Miranda rights of a shallower word so that the child can better understand it. It must also explain why he or she will be placed in custody and apply his or her rights. Must also mean from the child's parents and make sure they understand why their child will be placed in custody. A child also has the right to first consult a doctor for his or her mental and physical examination, and they must turn it over to DSW within 8 hours. These are the things that I've learned from the webinar. And again, I'm Mandy Pinto Jr. from Block 5. And that's all for this video, and have a good day ahead.